I chose to talk about a trip which I went last year with my old school to the Vila Velha National Park. He went on three buses divided between high school classes, which was about 4 hours to go and the same 4 to go back. No talking a light bit of the park to start the tour. We divided into three big groups, each group with a guide. My team started the tour through the Sandstones. We some could my we do to their bird-like shapes a camel and a bow. Leaving from there we went to the popular canal Priest's Hall, which has this name because in this place several priests and priestesses went to meditate, do the calm, the tranquil that place pass.
His photo was taken in 2017. It was the year starting running and my first year of the race. I re- I managed to run in Curitiba on 30 in the race age classifications. You earned points. And more points wanted the three athletes with more points in each category. They received a trophy and to go to Curitiba to pick it up. I has and Hindley Bliss that day has very special for me because it motivated me to continue practicing this sport style I know enjoy so much. It has been 4 years since I practiced running, running, and I do not intend to stop.
Good morning, I am Guilherme Machado and I am team 1 of Culture 1. I will talk about my trip. This trip was very cool with my family and I packed a Maria Fumaça car, lots of lager conversation in addition to a magnificent landscape, also valuable historical knowledge. But most important of all is the my family time we spend on these trips. And that pandemic interrupt these moments, or better, side it's possible because on everything will be fine.
This was a trip in the made to Pernambuco I to the school. It was boring trip because he was with their two friends. Aaron at the road destination. We talked about trip to the Port Panera. Right after the tour, we did visit the museum of archaeology at Repair. After observing the artifacts of the museum, we went to the municipal aquarium of the site, where there were several fish. After the training day of working on the weekend, we returned to Rome. Already I night in Rio Negro, Pereira. After the school, on the returned to home where found memories of the day to Stranger City.
So, this photo was taken in Paranaguá, Pier, where I went there by means of an excursion through the school. The outward journey was not so long, but there were only maloqueiros inside that bus. These people were lazing with everything they could. At least the place I stayed in was good, because there was a poor guy who was sitting right under the leak of the air conditioning in the bus. So much so that he arrived drenched in the city of Paranaguá. Good getting there. Arriving in the city, we went on a boat ride. It was drizzling and the city stank of garbage. That the boat was extremely slow, but at least we saw the dolphins. After this very long ride, we went to eat something. The snack was good, but nothing big. So, we saw the historic buildings, which were mostly taken by bars full of drunks. We saw a crushed skeleton in a museum, and we went to the city aquarium, which for me was the most interesting part of the trip. So we went to a space on the sidewalk waiting for everyone to arrive. It was then that the myth, the legend, the lollipop boy arrived telling a sad story of cheating with a headless chat that he was a YouTuber. In short, he gave each one a lollipop of us, and in exchange, some students gave some coins to the poor guy. 3 minutes later, the same guy was at the biggest bar in Paranaguá. On the way back, two colleagues of mine were doing the light signal with a lighter and a flashlight. The result burned the glass of the bus. I have a lot of fun with this story.